What's the temperature in here? 112. And would allow us to continue trying to build up power before we turn on those generators again. Problem is, we are now actually quite low on oil. That's legitimately an issue. And we're idle again. Ugh. Alright. Let's allow you out then. Thimbleweed seeds. People are off to get scolded. Regrettably. Tis what tis. Yeah, I need that pump to be on this one. But now that I've split them up properly, this pump can deliver oil to both refineries at the same time. That's kind of the important part there. And once enough petroleum starts building up, then this will charge up enough to stop needing coal. Put that all the way down to 50. You walking through stuff? Shouldn't be. Right now there's not too much reason for me to set up a third petroleum generator, but occasionally we seem to generate enough power for it, but we do not have the oil coming in to run that. Oh, look at all of that glorious iron, though. And another vent. We need to know what these vents are. This is a deeply important task. Down here as well, actually. Oh! No, Big Al is gone! Oh, Big Al, you got stuck and I failed to notice. Ah, ha, 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 ha. Drat. Well, we've already got a tasteful memorial for you. Derpy death, indeed. That was the one that went through it all. Let's get that cut down. Because I'm so used to all of the different dings that are going on because stuff is constantly broken. It was very easy not to notice that. This is very sad. Where go? Why have you got no air? Where go? You've got no air. This makes me extremely worried, Goat. Crazy worried. Please go get some air. Yes, that's right. It's tragic, really. Could you please go get air? Ultra tragic. I am so sad. Please don't die. There we go. Whew. Full air. Of course, this is now broken again, but at least you're not dying. This is the problem when you let them out. Without proper protection. I'm so gutted, though, that when we took away the other ones, that got rid of the actual tombs. Much sadness in there. Only 6 cycles until we've got natural gas. We made it so close. Big Al, why? We got to so far. This is deeply, deeply saddening. Wasn't Big Al one of our I think Big Al may have actually been our main digger. Certainly seems it. Such sadness. Well, at least everyone can go and mourn properly. That is that, I suppose. Also, snazzy suit available for someone now. Oh, these saves though. Who does not have a snazzy suit? The Force. The Force, you're going to get to wear Big Al's snazzy suit. There you go. Yeah, he was without an Atmo suit because we ran out of power, so I had to disable the Atmo docks so that they could get out of the base. It's one of the biggest problems with Atmo docks. Some people have them on right now, but once they take them off, they won't be able to wear them again. Until we turn the power, until we get enough power in the Atmo suit dock again. A real pain in the bum, that. We may yet find a big old oil biome. I'm not sure though. I know of at least 2 more fissures that we can tap into. This one. And then an oil reservoir up there that we can tap into properly. We just set up something like this. That leaky oil fissure actually generates quite a lot. Please stop. Don't go in there. There's absolutely no reason to be in this part of the base right now. It's completely shut down. I'm just trying to get to the point where natural gas kicks in so that when we come back to the game, it's not going to be a complete mess. It's just mostly going to be a complete mess. Well, yeah, that... You literally went down into a bath of 90-degree water. Why did that not... Let's see. Who's got the worst health? Snowfoot, you need to take a break. Truly. Also, I need to find another snazzy suit for someone. Long half, you get that one. Little by little, we're getting everyone up to them. Building entombment. Oh. Right, yeah, that is a bit of a problem. I guess we could just delete that though. My hope is that we'll get at least something worth bringing back in. I can see some iron around. Right now, it's one of the main sources of iron that we have. Hey, Aika, how you doing, buddy? Welcome, mate. Let's see what you were playing. You were playing Factorio? Ooh. I am still awake, yes. You know me. Sleep and I have a love-hate relationship. You're playing your... Just 5 more minutes, Mom. Wow, that fish is amazing. That is a fish made up of both Ika's emotes and FG's emotes. That is actually truly wondrous. My goodness. Okay, well, do we have... No, we still don't have power down here. That's going to be a problem for a while. Because it does appear that we are also now out of coal, proper out of coal. Which means we're proper in trouble. I mean, right now this whole area is slowly filling up. Which is not great, but it's also not terrible, because it does mean that we may get a chance to have a quick peek at what this is. If it is anything, that's only 4 wide. That seems remarkably slight. I guess that one's only 4 wide too. Are all of them only 4 wide? Yes, they are. Okay, I take it back. Never mind. I was deeply confused. Go. I mean, you can keep your helmet on. I mean, you know what? If you're wearing that suit, at least you don't cook. But you do have to stop to gasp for breath, just the same as everyone else, because you're basically persistently holding your breath now. That probably sucks trying to sleep in that suit also. Which you've now decided to do. You're clearly not holding your breath. I can see that you're not doing that. You're lying to me. Why are you telling me lies? Why have you turned my house into a house of lies, Waygoat? This is awful. You're terrible. Also, only 4 cycles until we have power again. This is very good. I feel it is exceptionally good, in fact. I will take the argument. I want something I can make power out of, but that'll have to do. There's another oil reservoir over there. 2 oil reservoirs over here. We should hit both of these, start pumping that oil around. Well, that's a reasonable goal for the next stream. The idea was to actually have more people get head-tail graphics. Cough. Could get a ferret with a fish. Or a koala. That does sound rather interesting, yes. Okay, well, this is all leaking down, which is fine for now. I do want to pull that down a little bit more aggressively, though. We've got fertilizer, we've got plenty of copper, we've got some more salt down there, and that's actually a break. Another slime biome. Good chunk of iron, as well as something. We don't know what that something is yet, but it's probably something interesting. One would hope, at least. Very much like to harvest as much of that as I can, and also get all the way over there. Okay, who's calling? Where have you gone that you shouldn't have gone to? Please, I just need you to stop doing anything dumb for a little while. And while there's some power... Well, never mind, this already stopped. It's greatly upsetting, but okay. I mean, there's a little bit of power floating around. It's kind of amusing how little, but... You know what, I should probably have set these up to be harvested. Yes, why haven't I been harvesting these exactly? Probably would have helped. I feel it probably would have helped. Harvesting these trees and then burning the wood. I feel this would have made sense. That being said, could also make ethanol, which could then be pumped into the petroleum generators. That is another thing we could do. Do something that isn't dumb is a pretty big ask. That is true. That is true, yeah. Solar is a good point. Did we actually manage to... No, I can't even see what the... Yeah, I can't... That's annoying. I can't see. But we did get solar panels. Okay. And we've got enough glass to build one. Ooh. Problem is, I would have to keep rebuilding it, but... And it does overheat. Does it produce any actual heat itself? Already it produces 380 watts, but still, that's not terrible. Can you just build these out in the... it looks like you can. I mean, I'd have to go up there constantly and dig it out again, but... I mean, I guess if I had it built up... I don't know. Would a meteorite passing by it damage it? Thereby meaning I need to make more glass? Will get hit by meteors, yeah. Okay. The base is solid, okay. Still might be worth it. May well be worth it. Because right now we're struggling. I think that's a very, very mild way of putting it. So a little bit of extra power from something else, like solar, might go quite a long way. I mean, granted, it's not a crazy amount of power, and this generates more, but it's free. And free is a nice value. Right, okay, so yeah, of course, the regolith would sit on it when the meteorite lands, so it would heat it up. I could set up some bunker doors, but right now I can't afford to do it on my industrial area. We just need to get more power. And to do that, I need people to be able to do work, but that is a big ask, it seems. Oh, wow. Why is this burning out? How can that possibly be burning out? Also, why does it only have a... Huh. There's a wire there? What? How long has that wire been there? Oh my lord. I've been wondering why this occasionally flashes red for what feels like years. My goodness. Could you please not be up there scolding? I would greatly appreciate it if you wouldn't be there. That'd be grand if you'd go somewhere else. We've got many, many critters in here now, though. That's quite nice. We've got still only 14, but... Every now and then we feed them, and they increase in number. Hello, Thyrock! Yeah, setting up sensors and bunkers wouldn't be... I mean, conceptually, that's very simple to do. I do not have the resources to do it, though. So that's a big old nope. Right now, I'm just using vented CO2 to cool down the robo miner in my shovel farm. That's not doing too bad, actually. Who's stressing? Then ditch. No, I shouldn't have told you to unequip the clothing, actually. Ah, poop. Who else is wearing their suit still and shouldn't be? Oh, there's 4 people wearing their suits that shouldn't be, actually. You can tell because there are 4 suits not in the docks. I've made only enough. No more, no less. Well, on the plus side, at least this is having an opportunity for this to get a little bit more liquid down there. Aw. I'm sorry. I hope you feel better soon. I would send you to have a massage, but alas, we don't have any power. Which is a bit of a problem. Everyone please stop wearing suits when there's no air in them. I feel that this is counterproductive. You're actually able to breathe better in the odd air pocket when you're not having to worry about that. We're only 1.6 cycles and... Oh, wait. I saw you there. Get out of that suit. Right now, you scoundrel. Well, we are very close to having power again. Oh, it's terrible. But yeah, I think when we stream this next, we will focus on getting the remaining leaky oil fissures and oil reservoirs hooked up. Because it's the lack of power that's really done us over this time. What are you doing down here? Once we've got that set up, I think setting up the petroleum generators in an actual power station will be a good move. Even though we don't need it. Oh, actually, can't wires move across heavy joint plates? Ike, you scallywag with your shinebug stars. Such a cheesy tactic you use, my goodness. Though it is kind of hilarious, I must confess. Which buildings are broken? Yeah, that one's been broken for ages. I'm not in a big rush to fix it. New printables. I mean, no, yes. There you go. Okay, well, stress is starting to go back down. Oh, we've actually got power. We had power very, very briefly. It was a fleeting memory. That is oil. Why did oil just run down there? Either that or someone was carrying something and dropped it. Damn it. Okay, you're fine. We'll look at vitals. We've got... Yep. Generally speaking, people are okay. Could be a lot better, but it is generally speaking okay. I do need to get a new duplicant now, though. Now to replace Big Al. Tommy Lee, I know how Shinebug stars work. I just think it's incredibly cheesy. Right, let's get some of this mopped up, because that is a problem. Yeah, Mojo, I'm much more on board with the idea of harvesting the steam generated by rockets when you launch them from the bottom of the map. I like the idea of having like Pacu ranches and that sort of stuff where. Oh, okay, that is flowing through probably. And shine bug ranches for the beauty. And like having little like terrariums and stuff like that. I really like that. But things like shine bug stars, ultra cheese. Are they doing okay? Okay, well, we're starting to see power flickering on here and there. Certainly not great, but it's also not awful. Oh, that's very high stress. Why is that stress so high? What were you walking in? Did they get wet en route through the pipe network? Oh, probably. Yeah, that's probably exactly what happened. Problem with this area is there's almost no point in me trying to prevent it from leaking down because it will continually leak. That's just the way that's going to work. Getting the oil up from over here is not such a bad idea though. How many more cycles have we got until power turns back on? It is now turned on. Woohoo! Okay. So we should start to see power trickling in now. With each eruption, it'll get a little tiny bit better for us. Oh my lord, I'm still sweeping everything up here, aren't I? Oh, that's kind of annoying. Oh well. I mean, that's okay for now, I suppose, but let's continue to allow that to swoop on through. Lots of high stress, yes. That's very bad. There we go. I suppose I could move those down here. Get them running in an actual power room. Yeah, we're still out of power down here, which is a big issue. I think without coal, and we are properly without coal now, this is going to be difficult. We've got enough to keep our stone hatches fed, but nowhere near enough stone hatches to be able to generate enough coal for us. Still a couple of spots of coal around the map that we can get to at least, but it's increasingly difficult now. But I think that's where we're probably going to be wrapping things up, though. We've lost Big Al, and that is terribly sad, really. We will be getting another duplicant in the not too distant future. We have got the natural gas geysers up and running now, so we should be seeing natural gas flowing through and kicking in these generators. That will give us a little bit of an edge. Might be enough to get some of the power flowing again. But with the lack of coal, I think we're going to struggle. So really, I think a lot of our focus is going to be placed on getting some extra oil moving into the system by whatever means are necessary. We're probably not going to be able to set up the full like rooms with cooling the way we've been doing it up to now. We're just going to have to get something working and get that oil flowing as quickly as we can. Got a couple of spots around the place. Got another 2 over here. These ones won't be too hard to hook up as a single unit, I imagine, which would probably be quite useful. But yeah, got some interestingly difficult times ahead, I suspect. We've probably got a couple more oil reservoirs down there. I mean, ultimately, once we've hooked up all of the oil reservoirs on the map, we're probably going to be fine. We're going to be swimming in oil. Then it'll come down to having enough generators that can make use of it all. I wonder what this is, though. That may be something super useful for us. We've got a saltwater geyser down here. Oh. Huh. We may want to use probably a steam geyser to try and make use of that. How hot does this come out at? 95C? So yeah, what we could do there is we could definitely use a steam room to desalinate that water rather than having to use a desalinator, because that uses up resources that we don't have a lot of. We could probably use a steam room to heat that water up to its boiling point, depositing small amounts of salt behind, which we could remove with shipping rails. And then we would generate clean water from that. I think that would be fairly good. Yeah, that's actually a good point, Ica. I could feed sage hatches dirt, and I mean, we've got a lot of dirt around. Let me bring that up. Where is it? Cultivatable soil. We've got 1,390 tons of dirt. We could definitely start feeding that to sage hatches. That would not be a terrible idea. Also, because ultimately we are, I don't know, we're on and off producing more water than we're using. But it isn't too hard to set up an arbitrary farm that will produce enough dirt to keep, basically ranch pips. Sorry, the arbitraries would produce enough lumber to ranch pips off, which would generate quite a lot of dirt in turn. So there are plenty of things we can do. Here's the last shot of the base as it stands. We've pierced the heavens. We are now actually starting to farm shovels. I don't think we've actually generated any meat from it yet. We've just been generating more shovels. But that will come in time. We did lose Big Al up there. And it was largely my fault because all of the dings from not having enough power, I started to find it very easy to ignore those notification sounds. And that was a bad mistake. But we've explored a little bit more. We've pushed the boundaries of our kind of the fog of war out a little bit. We've got a huge area over here that we still haven't seen. And I don't know how deep this goes, because we certainly haven't hit the frozen core yet. So there's a lot of things for us still to do. We've started to core out certain areas, though. We've definitely started to empty certain areas of all of the materials that are there. But yeah, we're going to have to see how all this goes in the next stream. Hopefully we'll be able to get the industrial brick up to full speed and actually start generating some power from it, though. That would actually be particularly cool. But yes, that's going to be it. So thank you very much for joining me, everyone. I hope you all had a very good time. And if you want to hang on, those of you in Twitchland who still have a little bit of watching left in you, I will see if I can find someone to raid. But for those of you in YouTube land, I really do hope you've enjoyed and enjoying the series as a whole. Do leave me comments down below, etc., etc. And I will hopefully see you in one of these streams live at some point. But until next time, and as always, take care, everyone.